What does a $53 burger taste like? I never thought I'd have to answer that question until I walked into Royster for lunch. Considering the acclaimed West Loop restaurant is co-owned by Grant Achatz, and dinner at his internationally acclaimed restaurant, Alinea, often costs over $200 a person without a drop of wine, I suppose a $53 burger was inevitable. But instead of some deconstructed, modernist take on the very idea of what a burger means, Royster's burger looks shockingly like a regular burger. This sets it apart from other insanely expensive burgers around town. For example, you can throw down $90 for the notorious burger at Rizzo's Bar Inn, but that gargantuan dish of insanity comes with a 72-ounce patty and could easily feed 8. If that's not big enough for you, Jake Melnick's serves an 8-pound burger for $49.95. Royster's burger also looks much different from the spate of fancy burgers that first popped up in New York around the millennium. Back in 2001, the DB Bistro Moderna in Manhattan opened with a $27 burger, but it gained its hefty price from expensive additions like foie gras and black truffles. That burger is now $35, but it doesn't come anywhere close to the £1,100 about $1,700 burger London's Honky Tonk sold in 2014, which added beluga caviar, lobster, saffron and a hickory smoked duck egg. Oh, and the whole bun was coated in gold leaf because why not? Honky Tonk has since mercifully closed. Royster's burger comes with cheddar, special sauce and mushrooms. That's it. So what's going on here? The only thing left is the beef, and that's where Royster sets itself apart. The restaurant uses Japanese A5 Wagyu, which is the highest grade and most marbled kind of beef. Instead of a rosy red flesh with a few white lines of fat running through, this cut is interwoven with so much fat that it nearly equals the amount of red meat. Needless to say, this stuff is not cheap. D'Artagnan sells some for around $109.09 a pound, though you need to purchase it in 11-pound chunks. Japanese A5 Wagyu has been a fixture on Royster's menu since the beginning, though not as a burger and only at dinner. In Phil Fettel's review from 2016, he calls the beef so insanely rich. One of my dining companions wondered aloud if the restaurant had a defibrillator standing by. Of course, the last thing you'd ever want to do is toss a cut of meat so luxuriously fatty and tender into a grinder. For burgers in general, you grind up meat that's not tender. Instead, Royster serves a 1/2-inch thick slice of Wagyu steak. This, technically, goes against the very definition of what makes a hamburger, making it more of a steak sandwich. Thing is, it tastes like a burger, and that's utterly fascinating. Unless you slice the meat very thin, most steak sandwiches require some serious chomping power to get through. But here, the meat is so tender, you bite through with the same effort as a McDonald's quarter-pounder. Yet, instead of having to contend with a gray pre-formed patty, you get a wickedly juicy slab of beef that puts most steakhouses to shame. And now, the most important question: is it worth it? That's more difficult to answer. If priced at $20, the restaurant would probably have to change its name to Royster Burger Bar because of demand. But at $53, this burger belongs to the well-heeled or the extraordinarily curious. I can't say it's the best burger I've ever tried, and it's certainly not flawless. The bun could be smaller, and it's slightly hard to appreciate the meat when completely enveloped in cheese. But it's nice to see a burger that justifies its price tag thanks to top-quality beef and not to obnoxious add-ons. Royster, 951 W. Fulton Market, www.roysterrestaurant.com and Kindlesburger at chicagotribune.com. Twitter at NickDeath. Best burgers in Chicago of 2016. Eat this at Publican Anchor, a burger that doesn't need a fried egg or bacon.